Everyone, this is Juan Navarro, aka Fwacata. So Juan, what's going on?
Here, bro. Enjoying the show. Nice little con, good little comic book con. George Moss runs it, and a really cool show. We did it last year. It was fun. It was one of those. I think wasn't it like one of those like first shows after COVID?
And it was very.
Everybody walked around like.
There were still people with masks last year. I mean, things are a little bit more loose now. So now this con season again.
Yeah.
You know. So what do you got? What are you working on? What do you got going on?
Fwacata #1's out. It's on my website. $10.
Link
Collection
in the description of the video.
Collection of my stories are on there. It's also a sketch cover. If you want original art, $20 for black and white, $30 for color. Just working on issue 2 right now. I'm actually Well, one of the things I'm working on is a couple of different characters, but this is kind of be part of the process for the cover. I'm going to be scanning and doing like some more 3-dimensional kind of artwork and everything else. And finishing that up.
The cover going to be 3-dimensional?
No, like it'll be, it'll be photograph. Like the Vertigo covers. Remember how there were Vertigo covers that were like, stuff like that. So I'm gonna mess around.
So I thought you were going to go into the world of
foil. No, we're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
Right now, it's got to stay on the 2-dimensional plane, because it takes 2-dimensional currency. And right now,
you can't pay it with crypto?
Yeah, that's the only thing. And then doing whatnot, and getting my sketches out there, my sketch cards, and all of those.
Oh, yeah, Juan's. You've been heavy with the sketch card stuff. I know I commissioned some work with you. I see you're working on it right now.
Yeah.
We'll take a shot at it a little bit later, and you probably can see. I'll have your whatnot on there too on the video.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the little.
Yeah, no problem.
Quick interview. We're gonna walk around the con, look at some more stuff.
Now report back to the studio.
I'm getting back to work, Papa. Today we have Kenny Calderon. Kenny, what's going on?
Hanging out, enjoying the con. Right now, working on a commission for a young lady who couldn't decide what she wanted to commission me to do. So I'm doing a chibi of one of her original characters.
Okay. Oh, nice. So Kenny, what else you got going on? Anything new come out from you?
Plenty. Issue 2 of Chronicles of Shire Malaysia, published by Creature Entertainment.
All right.
I'm currently working on a manga called Tragedy the Manga.
Okay.
Right. So that's due out in the spring. After that is a horror book called Ashes to Ashes. It's a one-shot. I'm collaborating with Juan Navarro on an IP called The Office Unicorn. It's a funny comic strip. It's something a little different from what I typically do.
Yeah, because you're more on the action, serious, dynamic. I'm surprised to see that you're doing the chibi. I've never seen that done.
No, chibis happen to be some of my best sellers.
Really?
For years. I think my first con was J-Con in Orlando, 2006.
Wow.
Okay. And the guy that I was sharing the table with, he does a lot of anime art, right? And I didn't know that J-Con was one of those anime conventions.
Oh.
So here I am, the American comic guy at an anime show with an anime artist next to me, and he's kicking my ass like all weekend, right? So I get one guy come up to the table, and I'll never forget this. This was my first commission at a convention. He was cosplaying as Devilman.
Whoa.
Right? And he says, I want Devilman versus Inuyasha. Black and white. Knocked it out for him. He was super happy. So since then, I'm like, yeah, like I can do this.
Nice.
And then I'm watching how he's doing chibi art, and it was one of those moments where it was like Taskmaster.
Yeah.
He sees the breakdown and the anatomy.
Yeah.
And forget about it. I was doing chibis
all the
since
time.
then. So at most of the shows, because chibi art is more on the low end,
Okay.
Right? It's a low-end item. It's easy to do. I can bang them out in 20 minutes. Right? Chibi art is one of my best sellers.
Nice. Nice. How long does it take you to do a page then, for like your regular work?
If it's a comic page, depending on how intricate, I can bang those out in about 4 to 5 hours.
Okay.
Penciled and inked.
Gotcha.
Right?
Wow.
The process leading up to that, though,
It takes more, right?
it takes a little more time because I do thumbnails. I like to lay out my panels, right? Because I'll do 3 pages in sequence.
Okay.
Right? Because I like to look at the page that I'm actually working on versus the page that I just finished and what I'm gonna do next.
Gotcha.
So that I get a sense for page flow and the control of story.
All right.
Right? Because even if it's 2 characters sitting down having a conversation, the reader needs to be engaged.
That's true.
Right? So I do that by using dynamic panels, dynamic camera angles, right? If I'm building tension, right? I gotta look at what panels I can pull out, what panels I can add,
Gotcha,
right?
Gotcha.
Like if it's very Tarantino, right?
Gotcha.
Like if it's 2 people sitting in a cafe having coffee, but there's 3 pages of that, right?
You got to make it interesting.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll do an establishing shot of the 2 people having a conversation, but then as opposed to it being shots of their faces, maybe it's a shot of somebody shaking the sugar,
Gotcha.
right?
Gotcha.
You know, then like pouring the sugar into the coffee. Maybe the other guy is like smoking a cigarette, so he lights a cigarette.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you. Like,
so that it feels very visceral.
I've always find it amazing how much work goes into doing a book and laying out sequential art. A lot of people don't see that. They see the final product, but they don't know all the work and all the thought that goes into it. You know?
So all of it is intentional. None of it is an accident. It's all very much intentional, right? Because it's meant to make you feel like you're a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're involved in the action. Like if it's, like I mentioned, 2 people sitting down having a conversation, you want to feel like you're the 3rd person sitting at the table. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So the artist, if they have that flexibility to control aspects of how the story is conveyed visually, right? It makes for a better product in the end.
It's so true. It's so true. Pak Kwan, artist extraordinaire. Pak, what's going on?
Not much. How are you doing?
How you been?
Pretty good.
It's been a while since I see you, my friend.
Yeah.
So what do you have going on in the world of books?
I am working on my Elixir #3 now and a couple more other titles.
Oh, anything you could talk about?
No, not yet. I
Not
can
yet?
talk about one of the book. It's called Pirate Smoke.
Okay.
It's about a woman trying to be a pirate, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that because you know, whenever you have work, you have to keep sometimes a hush-hush on the certain projects you have going on. How's Elixir coming along?
Elixir is coming along great. I have a long plan for it.
All right. So you are in issue 2. Is it like a mini series or is it ongoing or?
It's ongoing.
Okay. Issue 3. When's that coming out? When you see?
It will be coming out in September.
Oh, okay. All right. So issue 1 and issue 2 still available for the public if they wish to pick it up?
Yes, they are. You can find it on my website.
Okay, we'll have the links there to his social for both the writer and Pak, and we'll also have links to the website down below.